Hi, I'm Kevin. Welcome to today's members-only video. And our topic for discussion today is my travel in Singapore. Let's get started. All right, let's proceed with today's IELTS listening, speaking, reading, and writing mock exam practice. First, we will watch a video and then answer the questions posed by the IELTS examiner based on the video's content.
Hi, my name is Kevin, and today I'm going to share my incredible experience during my trip to Singapore. This was a trip I had been dreaming of for years, and it did not disappoint. On the first day, I visited Marina Bay Sands, one of the most iconic landmarks in Singapore. The view from the rooftop was absolutely breathtaking. You could see the entire cityscape with its towering buildings in the bay. It was a moment I'll never forget. I also explored Gardens by the Bay, where I saw the futuristic Supertree Grove. The whole park is a perfect example of how technology and nature can work together in harmony, creating an experience that's both educational and visually stunning. Later, I visited Universal Studios Singapore on Sentosa Island. This was, without a doubt, one of the most thrilling experiences of my trip. The theme park had so many exciting attractions, from roller coasters to 4D movie experiences. I was completely immersed in the action, and the adrenaline rush was unforgettable. The set designs and special effects were so realistic that I felt like I was in a movie myself. The whole experience was a great mix of excitement and fun. The transportation in Singapore is another thing I absolutely loved. The efficient MRT system made getting around the city so easy. I could travel from one place to another in a matter of minutes, and it was so clean and well organized. The buses were also convenient and punctual, which made my trip even more enjoyable. One evening, I decided to take a stroll along Clarke Quay, an area known for its vibrant nightlife. The atmosphere was lively, with restaurants and bars lining the riverside. I sat at a small cafe and enjoyed some local dishes, watching the boats glide along the river. It was a very relaxing way to end the day. The final highlight of my trip was a visit to Sentosa Island. Not only does it have Universal Studios, but also many other attractions like the SEA Aquarium and Adventure Cove Water Park. It felt like a paradise, with so many activities to choose from. I ended up spending the whole day there, enjoying everything from water rides to shows. In conclusion, my time in Singapore was absolutely unforgettable. It's a city that offers the perfect blend of culture, technology, and fun, and I highly recommend it to anyone who loves to travel. I can't wait to go back and explore even more.
Question 1. Can you tell me about the most memorable attractions you visited in Singapore and what made them special?
Absolutely. There were so many memorable moments during my trip to Singapore, but I'd say the highlights were definitely Marina Bay Sands, Gardens by the Bay, Universal Studios Singapore, and Sentosa Island. The view from the rooftop of Marina Bay Sands was simply breathtaking. I was able to see the entire cityscape, which was such an awe-inspiring sight. Gardens by the Bay really stood out to me too, especially the Supertree Grove, where I could really appreciate how technology and nature came together in such a beautiful and educational way. And of course, Universal Studios was an unforgettable adventure, with thrilling roller coasters and 4D movie experiences. Sentosa Island was like a paradise, offering so many fun activities that I didn't want to leave. Every place I visited had something unique and special about it.
Question 2. How would you describe your experience at Universal Studios Singapore?
Oh, my experience at Universal Studios was truly exhilarating. I've always dreamed of visiting, and it did not disappoint. The park was packed with exciting attractions, roller coasters, 4D movie experiences, and amazing special effects. What I loved the most was how immersive it was. It felt like I was part of the movie myself. The adrenaline rush I got from the roller coasters was absolutely unforgettable. It's definitely one of the highlights of my trip, and one of the best theme parks I've ever visited.
Question 3. What are your thoughts on the transportation system in Singapore?
I have to say, Singapore's transportation system was one of the things I loved most about the city. The MRT system was super efficient. It made getting around the city so quick and easy, and the trains were always clean and punctual. The buses were just as reliable, and everything was so well organized. I was able to explore the city in a breeze, and it made my trip even more enjoyable. The cleanliness and efficiency were really impressive, and I felt like it added so much convenience to my entire experience.
Question 4. Could you describe your experience at Clark Quay in the evening?
Absolutely. Clark Quay was such a wonderful experience, especially in the evening. The atmosphere was vibrant and lively, with restaurants and bars lining the riverside. I sat at a small cafe, enjoying some delicious local dishes while watching the boats glide along the river. It was so relaxing, and the whole scene felt like something out of a movie. The combination of the lively surroundings and the peaceful river made it the perfect way to end my day in Singapore. I really appreciated the chance to unwind in such a beautiful spot.
Question 5. What impressed you most about Gardens by the Bay?
Gardens by the Bay was truly a highlight of my trip. What impressed me the most was the incredible super tree grove. It was amazing to see how technology and nature could be brought together so seamlessly. The whole park was a perfect blend of innovation and nature, which made it both visually stunning and educational. I was truly amazed by how such a futuristic design could still make me feel so connected to nature. It was a perfect example of how forward-thinking ideas can create something that's not only beautiful but also meaningful.
Question 6. Why did you find Sentosa Island so special?
Sentosa Island was simply a dream come true. It had everything you could want. Thrilling attractions like Universal Studios, but also relaxing spots like the SEA Aquarium and Adventure Cove Water Park. I spent the whole day there and didn't want to leave. There was something for everyone, whether it was the water rides, the shows, or just enjoying the beautiful surroundings. It really felt like a paradise, and it was the perfect place to spend an entire day just enjoying everything it had to offer. I'll definitely be returning.
Question 7. What was your overall impression of Singapore?
My overall impression of Singapore was nothing short of fantastic. It's a city that truly blends culture, technology, and fun in such a harmonious way. Every corner of the city had something to offer, whether it was modern skyscrapers, beautiful parks, or exciting attractions. What I really loved was how Singapore managed to be both futuristic and traditional at the same time, offering a perfect balance of everything. I left Singapore with so many incredible memories, and I can't wait to go back and explore even more.
Question 8. How did you relax during your trip?
To relax, I spent some time in Clark Quay, which was a great way to unwind after a busy day. The atmosphere there was so peaceful yet lively. I sat at a cafe, had some local dishes, and just enjoyed the view of the boats moving along the river. It was such a calming experience, and I felt completely at ease. It was the perfect way to balance the excitement of my trip with a little bit of relaxation.
Question 9. Can you describe the view from the rooftop of Marina Bay Sands?
The view from the rooftop of Marina Bay Sands was absolutely unforgettable. I was able to take in the entire city, from the towering skyscrapers to the stunning bay. It was one of those rare moments when everything just falls into place, and you feel truly amazed. The city looked so beautiful from up there, and I was in awe of how impressive Singapore's skyline is. I can honestly say that it's a view I'll never forget.
Question 10. What did you particularly appreciate about Singapore's attractions?
What I really appreciated about Singapore's attractions was how they combined excitement, culture, and education all in one. Gardens by the Bay, for instance, wasn't just visually stunning, but also had an educational element that made it even more meaningful. Universal Studios was an absolute thrill, and Sentosa Island was full of activities for every type of traveler. I truly respected how Singapore manages to cater to every kind of tourist while also being forward-thinking in its design. It made my trip so enjoyable and enriched my experience in ways I didn't expect.
Thank you so much for watching this members-only video. If you have any suggestions or feedback, please feel free to leave them in the comments section. I will gather them and make improvements. Once again, thank you for your continued support of the channel. Let's work together to create a fun and enjoyable space for learning English. Love you all.